If you're a real estate wholesaler or you want to be a real estate wholesaler, you've got to check this out. This is an amazing way to follow up with people, and it's going to automate your process. I'm using AI and I'm also using Loom. So check this out. I was able to contact over 200 people that I've spoken to in the past with personalized videos. If you watch closely, every one of these has the same title except for it has the person's name in it, the same shirt, the same background. It's the exact same video except for I'm calling out the seller personally by name in each one of these videos. Stick around and I'm going to show you exactly how to do it. Here's the part that nobody believes. I didn't send them the hot leads. I actually sent them the sellers that everybody deletes. You know, the ghosts, the hangups, the not ready yet? Yeah. And those are the exact people printing me contracts right now because of this. In the next 10 minutes, I'm going to show you the entire machine. The one recording, the AI that wrote all the 287 emails for me, and the two sellers who vanished on me for weeks, then called me back within a day of landing on this list. One of them was worth 12 grand, and the other is worth $19,000. My name is Jason, but some people call me Mr. Bangkok. I buy, wholesale, and hold houses all over the United States, over 1,000 deals now, and I do it 8,000 miles away from every single one of them, which means that everything in my business has to work without me being in the room. The title of this video is Real. 287 videos, one afternoon, one recording, no editing team, no deepfake weirdness, a feature that most people don't even know exists, plus an AI, a CRM full of leads that are already paid for. Now, everyone in real estate knows that follow-up matters, and here's what everyone believes about it. Real follow-up is a grind. It's a phone, a headset, and 100 awkward redials a day. And personalization? Well, personalization doesn't scale. You can't be personal and do volume at the same time. You have to pick one. But I'm going to show you that the most profitable list in my entire company is the one that everybody, including my own team, had given up on. Right now, today, I have over 7,000 sellers sitting in my CRM that my team has stopped calling. Like, they're just dead. In fact, most investors would call that a graveyard, but I call it inventory that nobody else is bidding on because every name in there is a seller, they're a lead, there's someone that I already paid for. And that list, it used to keep me up at night because I thought I was wasting money, but now it's an asset. So here's what you're getting. The seller who ghosted me with a deal I knew was real, stay for her. Because what she did the day after she got her video still makes me smile. The machine, start to finish, I'm gonna explain it all to you so that you can copy it and implement it in your business today. And the real reason that this works, which has nothing to do with software and everything to do with what sellers actually think people like you and me, real estate wholesalers. Let me tell you about Cindy. Cindy called in about her house and we had a great call. You know, the kind of call where you hang up and you already know this is a deal. The numbers worked, the motivation was real, and Cindy and I clicked. All I had to do was call her back with the offer and I knew I was going to get a contract. So I called back and the phone just rang and rang. And I called her the next day and the day after that. Days of this. But here's what makes this brutal. This wasn't a stranger tire kicking. We had connected. The deal was right there. If you've done any kind of sales, you know this exact feeling. It's one of the most frustrating things in this business. You have to know when you know you've got a deal and the numbers work and the seller likes you and everything's lined up. But then you can't reach the person, the phone just rings. So what does everyone else do? They leave a voicemail, maybe two, a text, just following up, and the lead slides into that follow-up pile, the place where deals go to be forgotten. I'm gonna show you what I do instead of that. That pile in my company is 7,000 deep. Every name in it cost me real money, and for years my follow-up looked just like everybody else's. Robotext, drip emails, the ones that nobody opens. You know, you probably get them. The occasional guilt call, basically spam from a stranger that they talked to one time. After about 2 weeks of silence, Cindy ended up somewhere new, a place I just built. My team calls it the Loom list. And within 24 hours of landing in it, she did something that she hadn't done in weeks. So what's the Loom list? It's my queue of every seller that I couldn't reach. The ghosts, the not yets, the went darks. Everyone who's getting a personalized video from me, here's the machine. Loom is a screen and camera recorder, but buried in it is a feature that most people have never touched. It's called variables. You see, you write your script, and where the name goes, you don't say a name. You drop in a placeholder. I actually use the word placeholder. Record the video one time and upload a list of names, and it'll generate a separate video for every person, and each one with a greeting using their name, using that variable. It's one recording and as many personal videos as you have leads. So I recorded the one video, one take, about 1.5 minutes, 2 minutes. Look straight into the camera. Hey, we talked about your house. Life gets busy. I'm still here. No pressure. Call me when you're ready. The same message I leave on a great voicemail, except now they can see me. I make sure that I dress professionally and I've got a good looking background when I do it. I don't wear a tank top like I just came from the gym like I'm doing today. Then you feed it into the list. I pulled those names from my Salesforce CRM, and I did it by using Claude Cowork. So what I did was I connected Claude Cowork to my CRM, that's my Salesforce database. And then I just told Claude, I wrote a simple prompt that said, please pull the list of all the people that I've spoken to in the last 6 months that haven't converted into deals. I got the first names and I loaded into Loom. Let me show you what I'm doing. I'm going over here and I'm actually clicking on something called Generate, okay? And down at the bottom of this list on Generate, you're gonna see something that says Audio Variable. When you click Audio Variable, you'll see that it brings up your transcript of the entire call that you, or excuse me, of the entire video that you've made. You see, this is the transcript here. And you can choose any word in that transcript. I chose the word placeholder because several times throughout my video, I say placeholder instead of saying the person's name. So, hey, placeholder, and then here. So here's my promise to you, placeholder. And then after that, you take the list that you get back from Claude Cowork of all your people's names. Now, if you've got that in an easier format, maybe you've got all your leads on a spreadsheet or something like that, and you can just copy the entire list, that works too, okay? And you come over here and you copy and paste it into this Add New Recipients to Replace. And when you do that, it's going to create all the videos, one video for every name, okay? Now, the other thing you can do is you can import a CSV. So if you've got all this on a spreadsheet, you can just import it. So whether you're doing 10 of these or 300 of these, it's going to create that number of videos based on how many how many unique first names that you have. So all your videos are going to open with, hey Cindy, hey John, hey Steve. But look, a personalized video with a generic email wrapped around it, that's kind of like a tuxedo with sweatpants. The video was the easy half. The hard half, which is writing the 287 different emails, one per seller that actually remember their situation. Oh gosh, that should have taken a week. But guess what? It took me about an hour. Here's who wrote them. I use a CRM called Salesforce, and Salesforce has notes, but you don't have to have a fancy CRM. Even if you're just running this off a spreadsheet, this will work. What you need is real notes from real calls. Their situation, their timeline, what they said, what they were worried about. That's gold sitting in a database, literally doing nothing. So here's what I did. I put Claude Cowork, the AI, to work for me. For every seller that's on my list, Claude reads those notes and writes a custom email. Not a template with a name slapped on it, their email about their situation and their personal video link inside it. 287 different emails, and it took about an hour. Look, check this out. Here's what I did. I'm gonna come over here to Claude now. Let's see if you can see this. And I'm saying to Claude, look in Salesforce for every opportunity that has come in within the last 90 days but hasn't converted into a transaction. Grab 5 of them. We're just gonna do a test of 5 right now. Grab 5 of them, get their first name from looking at it, and get call summaries from each of them and tell me 1 to 2 sentences about their situation. Create a draft email in which you tell them that you're sending them a personalized video and mention something about their situation. Okay? Leave a spot for the personalized video link and make a good subject line. So I'm gonna hit go on that right now, and we're gonna let this go to work. And Claude is going to go out into Salesforce, it's gonna grab that information, and then it's gonna create draft emails over inside Gmail. Let's go take a look at it. All right, so here's the prompt that I gave, check that out. And here is Claude going to work on this thing right now. And it's over here creating those draft emails for me. So let's go over here to, and we'll click on drafts, and look, boom, there it is. Check this out. Hey Matthew, I really enjoyed our conversation. Rather than send you another generic email, put together a short personalized video for you. I know you're looking to simplify things and get out from under the upkeep of the busy place by the pool and the land and all that's going on. You want to find something that's more of a fit for your family and where you're headed next. I wanted to give you a genuine option to think about, not just a low ball. You can watch this personalized video here, and then it gives a place for it. Take a look at it when you get a minute. Okay, then Nancy, check out Nancy. Nancy's completely different. It was good talking to you. Instead of sending you another cookie cutter email, put together a short video for you. I know you're looking to get everything wrapped up and make your move to Florida within the next few weeks, and the last thing you need is another lowball offer like the one that already turned you down. So you see here, guys, this is just 2 quick examples. But the last time I did this, I did 278 of them, and they were all personalized just like this. Then all you have to do is go in and just boom, 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 drop those personalized links. Or if you download those links from Loom, you can actually have Claude put them in for you. So all you have to do is open the email, take a quick glance at it, and then hit send. This is incredible. Nancy's email mentioned the actual conversation that we'd had about her house and family situation. Somebody else's mentions a tenant situation. And Gina, who you're gonna meet in a minute, was gentle in a way that it mattered. It had to be soft for her, for reasons you'll understand when you hear her story. Every email ends the same way. I recorded a quick video for you with their Loom link attached, the one that greets them by name, dropped in the right spot, often at the very right time. So one afternoon of work, actually about 1 hour of work, 1 recording, 287 videos, and 287 handwritten sounding emails. Every ghost on my list contacted like they were my only lead and only concern. And then I did the hardest part of any follow-up system, nothing. I went to dinner. I had some amazing pad krapao and fried fish and tom yum noodles here in Thailand. Look, the next morning, my phone started ringing and ringing. So it was Cindy, 2 weeks of dead air, and she called me 1 day after that video landed in her inbox. And the call was great, but here's the twist, and I didn't see this coming. The house wasn't just hers, it was hers and her boyfriend's Ian. And Ian, well, Ian is a true-blooded Irishman. I mean, this dude wore kilts and all. We got along splendidly. The kind of conversation you just can't have by text blast, you know? Because it only happens when people have already decided that you're a human being worth talking to. And that video had done exactly that for me. Before we'd ever spoke, they had seen my face, saying their name. No script reader energy, no pressure. So by the time we talked numbers, the trust part was partially done. The contract was signed the same day, and about 2 weeks later, that deal closed. $12,000 of profit from a lead that had been sitting in the ghost pile, a lead that had already paid for, a lead that other investors had probably been calling, and she called me back 1 day after that video hit her inbox. Now, one deal is luck, so let me tell you about Gina now, because Gina's story is the one that explains how this actually works. Gina inherited a house, but not any house, a hoarder house. The home needed a ton of work, but before you could even get to the repairs, there were mountains of things left behind. Every room, floor to ceiling, somebody else's whole life that she was now responsible for clearing out. And Gina was embarrassed by it. Think about that position. She didn't create this, she had inherited it. And now she has to let strangers walk through the worst looking rooms of her life
and put a price on it. We had a great talk and I made the offer and she told me, I'm just not ready. So I did what you're supposed to do and I gave her a little space. I planned the follow-up call and then for a month, nothing. Couldn't reach her at all. Same road as Cindy. Into the Loom list she went. And just like Cindy, she called me back. But it's why she called me back that really matters. She wasn't calling about the price. She told me she was delighted. Her word, delighted, that I'd made an effort to reach her directly. Me, my face, her name, not a blast, not a bunch of BS texts from some VA. Her property is set to close this next week. We're expecting about $19,000 on it, but the number is small. The lesson is big. Want to know why sellers won't call you back? Because to them, you're not a person. Most people in this business are faceless, heartless. They're drones to the sellers. I don't mean that as an insult. It's a description. The moment a seller's address hits a list, they get carpet bombed with robotext, yellow letters, 20 unknown numbers a week. So they assume the obvious. These people just want to leech off my bad fortune. And when everybody's a drone, one video with a real face saying their name isn't a marketing tactic. It's the only human thing in their inbox. Gina didn't call me back because the AI was clever. She called me back because for 30 days she'd been hiding from vultures. And then one person showed up acting like a neighbor. 2 ghosts, $31,000, and a list that's still producing. There are more deals sitting in that Loom list right now that I haven't even told you about. So let me give you the whole system step by step so you can run it this week. Step 1, build the ghost list. Pull every lead you marked follow-up, no answer, or not ready in the last 12 months. You've already paid for these people. Export their first names and emails. My batch was 287 the last time I did this. Yours might be 30. The machine doesn't care. Step 2, write one 45-second script with a hole in it. Warm, short, zero pressure, no price talk. Oh, mine is very simple. I just say, hey, placeholder, that's the word I use that's going to be a place of their name. We talked about your house a little while back. I know life gets busy and no pressure at all, but I recorded this because I didn't want you thinking that you're just a number in my system. I'm still here, and whenever you're ready, just give me a call, placeholder. That's it. The name variable does the magic. One script recorded once. Step 3, record it once, one take. Imperfect is better. Polished reads kind of as marketing, and marketing is what drones send. Step 4, let AI write the emails. Feed each seller's CRM notes to Claude and have it write one custom email per person, referencing their actual situation with their personal video link inside. And if your notes are kind of thin, that's a real lesson that we need to talk about in another video. Notes are follow-up fuel. Start taking really good notes. In fact, in a future video, I'm going to talk about how you can use AI to not only take all your notes, but to summarize and coach you on your calls. But that's a different video. Step 5, send, then answer your phone. No drip sequence, no just bumping this. The whole play is one that is deeply of human touch, so that when they're ready, you're the only name that they remember. Cindy called in one day. Gina called after a few weeks, but they both called me. One morning because it matters. Don't fake it. The whole system works for exactly one reason. The video is real. Your face is real. The effort is real. The moment you automate the soul out of it and turn it into another spam channel, you're not innovating. You're just another drone with a better production value. And sellers can smell a drone all the way through the screen. Let's talk about the scoreboard. One afternoon, one recording, 287 personalized videos. 2 ghosts that I'd never have heard from ever again if I didn't do this. 12,000 from Cindy and Ian, 19,000 pending from Gina. $31,000 plus a list that just keeps on ringing. All from doing a little something different from everyone else, aimed at leads I'd already paid for and pretty much given up on. So here's your homework tonight. Open your CRM and count your dead leads. Just count them. That number is money you already spent, time you've already invested. The only question is whether you are the drone that lets it rot or the human that goes back for it. So if you enjoyed this content as much as I enjoyed making it, please like this video and comment below on what you like the most and what you want to see next. I really love hearing from you. Share this video with every person you know. If you want to have the exact Loom list playbook, my script, the Claude prompt, the whole checklist, everything that lives inside my program, I'd love to share it with you, but the problem is we keep a very, very small group and it's closed most of the time. We do that on purpose. The only thing I can offer you is a free early access list. This is a list that's listed in the link below. It's livefreere.com. If you put your name there, I'm going to send you a free blueprint so that you can start taking action steps today to build your business. But I'll only call you or reach out to you when we reopen the program, and then we'll interview you and see if you're a right fit for our program, okay? So look, because the leads were never dead, they were just waiting on a human, this system works. Sellers don't ghost. They don't. They don't ghost people. They ghost vultures and drones.